down at Goodwood today with Neal Lucas of Neal Lucas Sports Cars. We've had the pleasure of this Ferrari F50 all day. The sun is setting. We're now parked next to a Spitfire. It's rather surreal, really. So you have, as far as I understand it, you've been looking after this car since the new owners bought it. Can you tell us about that, how that came about?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my company, Neal Lucas Sports Cars, we pre-sales checked this car before the current owner purchased it. We checked it out, proved to be a sound car, genuine car, and I've serviced and maintained the car ever since.
What makes it so special, in your opinion?
Just the fact that it's like driving a race car on the road.
Yep.
It's very exclusive. Your spine tingles when you drive it. It's just so much fun. It's loud. It's just an amazing drive.
Obviously, the main thing about the Ferrari F50 is the engine. It comes from a 90s Formula 1 car, is that right?
Correct. 1990, it's a 3.5 Formula 1 engine, bored and stroked, 4.7, to provide more torque and less peaky performance, which is much better for the road, and it's very drivable for that.
Scary opening one of those, doesn't feel quite right. I mean, so talk us through the interior.
It's just everything you need is in there. Nothing, no extras. It's got wind-up windows, carbon fibre everywhere, rubber mats everywhere.
So unusual seeing it with literally the seats, the steering wheel, and the gear knob. That's it.
That's all you need.
No radio, nothing else.
No.
No bits.
And it's 1990s inspired. It's designed of the time, and that's what you got in 1990, and it's getting more classic for that reason.
Well, it's fairly clear that we're parked right next to a Spitfire at the moment, and in a way the F50 and Spitfire do share some similarities. That's all about its engine, and so is the F50. Do you reckon you could open this up and show us around?
Of course.
This seems to be what makes the car, doesn't it? The engine is what
it is indeed. It's the heart of the beast. Indeed, as just like a Spitfire. Yeah. And we have it lined up perfectly in shot with the engine of the Spit and the engine of the F50.
Epic.
So we're mainly, it's all race derived technology under here.
Yeah.
The engine is obviously race derived, cast iron block, tuned length exhaust manifolds for more power. We have push rod operated inboard suspension, a natty little F1 style roll bar here, 6-speed manual, and it's just,
it's a work of art. I love actually, one of the main things about this is this grille.
Exactly, and it's all functional because the hot air is extracted through this grille because it does get extremely hot in there.
Obviously you've spent the last, I don't know, 3 hours driving this. How's it felt? I mean, obviously at slow speeds, what's it like?
It's very docile at slow speeds, easy to drive. When you start really pushing it, that's when it comes alive.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing, it drives amazing, and it's just so much fun.
What's the attention been like from other people?
Oh, all day long. Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, it does. You can't not feel special, can you?
You cannot, no. Awesome. It's been fantastic.
So, sadly, this car's always been in the shadow of the F40, hasn't it? The iconic F40. I mean, what's your thought on the F40, F50 relationship, and have you driven any F40s before?
Yeah, I've driven the 40. A very different car. Twin turbos, very little power low down. Then it comes in with a bang. Yeah, and you need to be ready. And you need, ideally, to have the steering wheel in a straight line, just to catch it either way. Yeah. And then it really goes. But and it's an amazing experience. Don't get me wrong. However, they made around about 1,300 F40s, where they only made 349 F50s. So it's much rarer, much more exclusive. And if I'm honest, once you drive one, I mean, I'm not saying the F40 is a bad drive. It's a great drive. The F50 is, again, it's a slight level up, and it's for that. It's all the more enjoyable for that experience.
Wow, yeah, I can imagine. Well, it's been fascinating talking to you. Thank you very much for sharing the experience. Thank you very much for driving the car for us today, and also, yeah, what an awesome day.
So 25 years later, and I'm here to actually see a full-size F40. Oh, look at it! I just love that car, and there was always this aspiration to, at some point, I mean, even just sit in one, but you know, have a ride in one or something like that. So today's really, really special. I'm just on a nice open country road cruising in an F40, just behind the wheel in my ultimate dream car. But at least I can always say I've driven an F40.